welcome to Envision. I'm Deanne Conrad, Community Relations Supervisor, and Dr. Brian Maher is our Superintendent of Sioux Falls Public Schools. Today we're talking about the spring being such a heavy hiring time. We are hiring year-round, really, for custodians, education assistants, child nutrition folks, those people that are in the day-to-day operation phase of the district. But come spring, we're heavy into teacher hiring and some key administrative positions as well. Talk a little bit about the positions that we've hired for recently.
Well, you really hit it from a big picture perspective when you think about it. We're the fourth largest employer in the city of Sioux Falls. So you've got Sanford, Navarra, then John Morrell, and then you've got the Sioux Falls School District. We employ, it's somewhere between 3,200 and 3,300 employees. So there are a lot of openings, and as you mentioned, we have openings on an ongoing basis. A couple of the openings that we have this year have created openings. We had an assistant superintendent opening this year. That's Celeste U.T. Burrow. Dr. Burrow did a terrific job of filling in for us on an interim basis and is going back to be the Director of Student Services, creating that vacancy in an assistant superintendent position. And we've tapped Jamie Nold, a longtime high school principal at Washington High School, to be in that position. Jamie will do a terrific job. There's no doubt in my mind that he'll do a fantastic job for us in that position. Of course, that leaves a vacancy at Washington High School. Just very recently, we named Dan Conrad, who is an assistant principal at Washington High School, to take over for Mr. Nold as the principal at Washington High School. So we've moved Jamie Nold, we created a vacancy, we've moved Dan Conrad, that too has created a vacancy that we yet have to fill. So those are some key positions for us when we think about what will staffing look like next year. Another position, an assistant superintendent position that we've had here, has been filled by Josh Hall, Director of Curriculum and Instruction, Assistant Superintendent for Curriculum Instruction. Josh is going to go back to the building level after a 2-year run here, creating a vacancy here. And so we have moved Ann Smith. Ann was a longtime Director of Federal Programs. We've moved her into the Director of Curriculum and Instruction. We may change that name yet, but the function will remain largely the same. Creating another vacancy in the Director of Federal Programs position. So we've moved. I know Ann Smith and Jamie Nold will be fantastic in their positions. Dan Conrad will be fantastic in his positions. Those leave a couple of other vacancies. And you know, with the talent that we have within the Sioux Falls school system, many times those positions get filled from within. But I can promise you, we are willing and able to look at all applicants from inside the district and outside the district. Our role, our key function, really is to hire the best person available. And we think in each one of those instances we've done that.
Absolutely. So all of those folks will take some time to get into their positions, but you don't get a whole lot, as you know, you don't get a whole lot of time to get your feet underneath you when you take a new position, such as that July 1 to the beginning of the school calendar seems like a very short period of time when you're learning new skills along the way.
The good news with Jamie, Ann, and Dan is they're all familiar with the Sioux Falls School District, so there's a lot of familiarity there with them. The other thing is, though, they're going to be in different positions. As talented as they are, there's still going to be a learning curve. So I'll say what I said earlier. I'm very optimistic for their success. There truly isn't a doubt in my mind that they'll be successful. But it'll take them a little time to get up and running.
You bet.
Probably not as long as it took me.
Well, I think, is this, how many months are we on here now?
We're just finishing 9 months.
9 months, so I'd say you've acclimated very well. So.
It's still early.
Okay. Well, thanks for joining us today on Envision.